Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you, or I got something good for you. Let's get this party started. It's about to be a pyramid day, dog. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right Thinkers mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you have the answer for yourself, tune in. I'll help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I'm back in the books, right thinkers. Let's talk about tantric symbolism of the ancient Egyptian pyramids. But before we get there, I got to talk about Haru and the Benben stone, which is a study of the Egyptian hieroglyph, right quick. Try to break that down for you, and tracing its mystical teachings through the Anuian theology, what we're studying right now. So let's go. The Kemetic ancient Egyptian solar principles, again, we're dealing in principle here, is based on the most ancient concept of Haru. The hieroglyphic spelling of the term provides insight into the nature of the philosophical teachings. And now, I'm not fluent in hieroglyphics, but this is the spelling of it broken down. I'm going to give you the definition of meaning of it. How about that? Okay? So that's what I did for you. No, I didn't get the... And this is Haru from ancient times. That's the pharaoh. Can't get a good picture of that guy. Okay? And see where he's at? He's behind him. Okay? He's got his back. Okay, that's a spiritual concept that they had, that the spirit was in you and always behind you. Watch this. So now you got Haru. I showed you the hieroglyphic spelling of it. But Haru is the ancient name I just showed you spelled out. Then you got Haruet. Okay, that's the female form of ancient Haru spirit. They call him the great he-she. Okay, but Haru is the former name. But now the demonstrative symbol that's on there is like a little face. And that is the first important key in understanding the concept of Haru. It means person or entity. The next important symbols are, you had the bird, which is the hawk, and then you had the god, divinity. That's the spirit that's in man. And the divinity and the other symbols are what? Phonetic or determinatives, denoting the sound of the words and their gender. Okay, the concept of Haru denotes spirit, which is what? On high, and is all encompassing and existing in what? In the male as well as the female form. These forms were later developed into divinities. Haru, Asar, Aset. That's Haru, which is the son of Asar and Aset, to tell the story. They brought us the spirit to life and created a concept that I keep trying to explain to you explains life. Trust me. And for the male aspect, you got Haru for the male aspect, and Het Haru, which is the house of Haru for the female aspect. Again, they cover both bases. Oh, I want to call us the ABCs of Haru. I forgot about that. That would have been the title. But I'm going there. I just went through A. Now we're getting down to B. B, Haru is spirit, but manifests through the first principle that emerges in the primeval water, ocean. Example, who? Atum, remember? Atum emerges from the primeval water and establishes the first solid place, or they call it the bin. And from here, the phenomenal solid world is created. The point right here at the top of this, that's the bin. Watch this. I got pictures for you on the next page. Alright, but it starts with that. Oh, how you know? Here you go. And the hieroglyph for the bin, or the benu, is like a foot, a cup, water, a whole bunch of stuff going on there. But this is the bin. Okay, that's the hieroglyph for the benu. And I'm going to break them down for you. We down at B now. I'm coming down and work it out for you. Here we go. Now, the bin is the sacred stone. Excuse me. Which the divinity of who? Light. Remember, everything was dark. Only thing could exist. The first thing, what? Is Ra. So the divinity of light first created as the first solid matter from the primeval waters. Also, it is what? The Cape Stone. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all know that's the rock. Okay, he done stole that concept. When you see throwing up the rock, that's the pyramid. But the Cape Stone, I'll break it down for you. Here we go. It's also the Cape Stone on the pyramid and the obelisk. The top of the obelisk is like that. Okay, that's the pyramid. I'll get to that. I'll stop. Just read. Sorry about that. Okay, but now we getting down here to C. C is the bin stone. It was used to create the bin monuments, the body of the pyramid and obelisk. It's that part like that, the pyramidion. And the Bennu stone, aka obelisk, which is another lesson. I ain't going there. We talking sticking to this. The pyramid, okay. Bin also relates to fire offerings and light from the sun. Again, they got some more signs. I ain't going there. But the bin also represents fire offerings in the house of Sekar. Sekar is a Asar in the afterlife when he got his falcon head on. Another lesson again. But now you got the bin with the sun disk and 3 rays of light coming out. That represents what? God of light in the temple of Sekar. He still goes into the underworld. When he come through, he got to stop by and see his boy. Okay, it's another story. But yeah, that's the sign of that sign. Okay, some of them I do recognize, some of them I didn't know. But let's go. This is going to be good. We get into the good stuff. Bin also relates to what they call the sacred solar bird. Y'all know it as the phoenix, the bird of Ra, who burns up periodically, but emerges from what? His ashes renewed and radiant. Sounds familiar? Yeah, I know that. Okay, we get that. Or we called it the Bennu bird, or the falcon, the phoenix. The phoenix, the solar bird of Ra. Again, more commonly known as, what's that? Moving on. But yeah, that's that bird. Okay, brings itself back from his own ashes. Okay, or the phoenix. Okay. We had D now. Oh, we got the O. You know what this is? Let me see, get a good look at this. This is what we headed to. That's the bin. Okay, the pyramid at the top. See this other one that looks familiar? Ain't that what's on your money? It's the reason why. Symbolism. Okay? So now this concept of the bin has been adopted symbolically. Remember, I'm giving you esoteric information. It's a higher level stuff. This ain't the grade school nonsense, okay? This is esoteric, not exo. Alright? But it's symbolically by the United States of America as what? An attempt to associate, you ready? Socio-political ideas of that country with the spiritual, philosophical concepts that I study of our ancient Egypts. I don't do religion. Don't concern myself with it. But not that I got a problem with it. I study our ancient Egyptian concepts. I stick to the course. Watch this. Now be it used as the seal of the United States of America commonly found on its currency, and also the concept of Teknu, which is the obelisk from ancient Egypt, again, is has also been seen and adopted symbolically only as what the United States of America associates neither with the religion of ancient Egypt or its social philosophy, but rather with its great achievements as the first civilization of history. We ain't doing a history lesson. I just showed you again. Let me give you a good look, okay? You know I'm all about the pyramids. I got some more for you. Don't worry. We admire me. Again, some things in my warehouse, and this is one of them, so I'm enjoying this. I just showed you a picture. To the left was an example of the Ben, what's called a capstone, the top of the pyramid, okay? On your money is the unfinished. I ain't giving that lesson. Stick to the lesson. Sorry about that. Okay, but here you go. To the left, I just showed you the Ben, Cape Stone, also referred to as the Pyramidion Stone, made by, who's this? Psammetichus II. And on the right, now this is the Hermetic concept. You see over here, it's a bunch of stuff going on. He came in homage to the Sphinx. You see what I'm saying? You see Haru on top with the sun disk. You got a lot of stuff going on in there, but I'm gonna get past that. I don't got the other stuff. And on the other side, let's look at this money there. Now, I've been seeing people tell y'all about this. I don't do that. There's a bunch of people who do. But they'll tell you the breakdown of the money and the names of a New World Order and all that nonsense, the significance from their perspective. That ain't the eye of Haru. Okay? No. It's the eye of Providence. It's different. It's two different. And the pyramid usually gonna have 13 steps. I don't count them, but that's the concept. Okay, moving on. Again, all symbology. And when you understand the symbology, it makes more sense then. When I first got into this Egyptian concept back 37 years ago, when I saw, the first thing I saw was a snake hypnotizing a man, putting 7 rays from the snake, from his head, from here, hit another man and raising him up. What the? Son and Bunham. Okay, he's becoming enlightened. He was raised his all kinds of stuff. I had no idea what the significance was when I first saw it, but because I was a Mason, I had an understanding of esoteric teaching. So that's what I started delving in, and I'm still digging. I'm still there. So that's my concept. And watch this: the most sacred Ben were kept where? In the cities of Anu. First place. Anuian theology, this is theirs. And Hecapata, which is called Heliopolis, and Memphis. And their attended burial, watch this, ritual transformation grounds were, you ready? Giza and Saqqara, respectively. Those were not tombs, but moving on, they said so. But watch this, they got Het Ben Anu. That means the shrine of the Ben stone in the city of Ra. Okay? It also means you got Het Ben is the house of the Ben in the pyramid district of Giza. And then you have another one, Menifer Place district of the beautiful pyramids of Memphis and Saqqara and Giza, Abushur, Medium, and the other cities of the major pyramid complexes. They were building pyramids all over the place, symbolically for a reason. Moving on. And according to the sarcophagus of Seti I, the Duat, gave that lesson, is the body of God, Asar, which is pictured as a man bending backwards, okay, into a circle, touching his toes with his hands. And it is said to have 14 arats, or regions, the ultimate destination of all departed souls. Here we go, is the region of the Duat they call Sekhet. That's the house of Yaru. Sekhet, Yaru means what? The field of plants or the field of reeds. Y'all know that's heaven. Okay, we call it something different. Same place. Now, where's this located? It's located within what? The region that they call Sekhet Hotep. Remember, Hotep is supreme peace. Or, again, the field of peace. See where we're going with this? So Hotep may be translated as peace and or offerings which make peace. Come in peace, you bring an offering, okay? Been since eternity, ain't nothing changed. And thus, what? The pyramid district is to be understood as the doorway to the region in which the astral, meaning conscious mind, plane, is assessed. When you go to sleep, you go to the astral world willingly. Why? Because you go leave the conscious world and the astral world. You don't need the body to go there. That's the concept. Okay, I'm trying to get there real quick. You don't need the body. Watch this. And they understood this. And in this capacity, it must be understood that there is a difference, what? Between monument or ritual pyramids, which are temples, as opposed to burial pyramids, which serve the purpose of what? Holding the body within the myrrh, okay, or the primeval mound or the mountain, in essence, the pyramid. Example, the pyramid of Unas and the other small burial pyramid tombs. They got a few examples right here. They're too small for me to see. I'm not sure. But this one, myrrh is love. The pyramids were supposed to be love. Hands going together, a whole bunch of concepts. But myrrh, I myrrh you. I love you. Okay, it's shared. And myrrh is a pyramid also. Or you got the pyramid, tomb glyphs. I don't know what that is. And at the pyramid region, which is the cemetery, other worldly glyphs. They show you the upside of it. Oh, we got to get to the good spot. Yeah. Now let's talk about the tantric symbolism of the ancient Egyptian pyramid. Now, when they built the pyramids, were they having somebody flying over the top to look down on it to get this view? You feel me? When they did this, we wasn't airborne. Or was we? Moving on. The ancient Egyptian pyramids, love them, presents what? They represent important tantric symbolism. Now, tantric is the physical part, okay? Yeah, Kama Sutra, all that, yeah. But the pyramid, the measurements can tell you the speed of light, the circumference of the earth, all that good stuff. The distance of the house between the moon, that's all built into that. So, how smart were they? Moving on. And just what I know about the pyramid, I know a lot about this thing. And they still studying it. And they still know how it's done. It provides mystical insight into the nature of numbers and to the relationship between what? The physical world and the what? Transcendental self, which is the mystical symbolism of what? The number 4. It refers to what? Not the 4 sides of the compass, no. Nope. It's the 4 sides of the pyramid. Okay? That's the side, right? Now, they were so good. The pyramid don't have 4 sides. To the naked eye, to the unenlightened, you would say 4 sides. Now you take those 4 sides, and they got what they call concave. So when the sun comes down to show them one side is going to be in shade, one side is not. That's because 4 sides are split to 8. Enlightening is just something you maybe knew. If you didn't, now you know. You can get it. How many sides the pyramid got? 4. No. It's been concave. My man told me. So yeah, I'm just trying to do my job. Do some teaching and some enlightening. And watch this. Now we're going to do D, F, and G, which is the pyramid when viewed from directly overhead. Who took that picture? 4 is the number of the time of space in 3D for the physical universe, right here now in the physical form. Now, you got one single side of the pyramid bearing a triangle, and each one of them is a triangle in their own rights, okay? So you got a triangle representing the number 3, as well as the base that is on, which is a square trinity of existence, which manifests both as what? A divine trinity, which is the 3 gods or the god and goddesses in the form of, you ready? The Father, the Mother, and the child. Male, female, offspring. The Ankh, the key of life. but even it's built into the pyramid concept. The three triangles, three pyramids, and it also represents Asar, Aset, and Harut, or the divine trinity. This is the one I've been telling you about for longer. This should be familiar to you. Atum, Ra, Ptah, or Amun, excuse me. Amun, hidden, Ra, seen, Ptah, in the flesh. That's us. And who referred to what? In the triad of human consciousness, we got that too. The waking state, which is right now. The dream state that you be in, that you can pretty much understand you're in. But then the deep sleep, that's where Amun is. Okay? You ain't conscious of that. Why? You ain't got there yet. And the essence of what? Existence, witnessing consciousness, which is the mind and the physical universe. You see a book they got called Hymns to Amun by Dr. Maman Muwata Ashby. I got all his stuff. And the number 4 is an emanation of what? Of the number 3. And the number 3 is what? An emanation of the number 2. And the number 2, which represents duality, is what? Is an emanation of the everything comes from the, you got it, singular, one, okay? And non-dual essence, meaning God, it ain't but one. Everything else from him emanates from him, so but it ain't but one. And thus, the multiplicity comes together at what? The top, at the point. See what's at the top? You see the eye? That's the eye that the pyramid is representing. That money pyramid ain't got nothing to do with us. Moving on, symbolically. Okay, so what was that up here? Yeah, the book of 4. Okay, now thus the multiplicity comes to the top of the point. That's number H. And watch this. It comes into what? 1 point, known as the eye of Haru. Ding, 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 ding. That's my thing. Thus, watch this. Haru, which represents what? You ready? Universal consciousness. Thus, the pyramid is a tantric symbol, which what? Shows how creation and the divine are what? Inseparably related. You can't take God from his creation or out of his creation, tell him he's somewhere else. I ain't going there right now. I ain't gonna move for that. But the pyramid, excuse me, I see the clock. I gotta wrap it up. No, I'm gonna get this pyramid thing out. I don't care. Let's go. Sorry about that. I got a few minutes. I'm gonna give you some good stuff. Well, the form of the Atum, which is a form what from Haru to Haru Arket. Oh, this is going to be a two-parter, right quick. But the deeper meaning, watch this, of the divinity of Atum may be discovered. How? By examining the descriptions and the associations given in what? The pyramid texts and books of what? The dead. That's where they get them from, the dead person. They got him out his coffin. Y'all call coffin text. Y'all call the book of dead because they come from the book. They come from the dead. But they really book are coming forth into the light while learning how to go into the afterlife. And as well as what? All other related papyri related to Atum and the Anuian theology. The hieroglyphic text describes the form of the solar divinity, contains significant keys to the understanding of the mysteries of what? Of the solar religious practice and its attendant mystical teachers. There's a philosophy that they try to get you to understand. And they show you Atum, which is Tim, Atum, Ra, is the ultimate source of what? And the cause of creation. Again, from Tim arises Capri, who transforms into Ra, and finally Ra what? Reverts back to what? The original essence of Tim. I got more. I got a little bit more. And Atum is related to Amun. There you go. Ra and Capri. Amun, which is, I tell you, the hidden. He means hidden essential nature. You have to find him for yourself. In essence, that's the underlying consciousness. He's up here. You just got to figure it out. Sorry. Ra. The term Ra is what is associated with Aku. What's Aku? Aku is the shining spirit, a.k.a. light. Out of the darkness came Ra. Let there be light in our time meant knowledge Darkness, ignorance means darkness. You don't want to be ignorant. You want to get to the light. And everybody got a light in them. What that means, the ability to shine, to illuminate. And you got Tim, Kepria, the creator, the noonday, the first day, and at the end of the day. Ra Tim, he's the sustainer, sun that transverses across the day. And ending up, Amen Ra Tim, the hidden essence, is what? Manifesting what? As the sustaining, completing divinity. From in the morning, Ra, high noon, high God, to Tim, sunset, Alpha and Omega. Haru, which has always been, Atum is also related to Haru. How? Haru is the supreme light, that spark that's in us, aka the spirit, the soul, from his father, Asar, Harati. At least you have 3 spellings for, watch this, for Haru, and are given for this term, and they mean this. Haru of the 2 horizons, okay? And that meant Haru facing the east, because when the sun come up, that's the horizon. They had another one facing west when he's going down. Haru on the 2 spirit lands, east and west, upper and lower Egypt. Then you have Haru, the spirit of the 2 abodes. From these spellings, the idea emerges of who? Ra, Harakti, as was the manifestation of what? The spirit in the dual form, in essence, the physical realm and the spirit realm. They come together. Watch this. This sign right here. Okay, we about to head to that one. I got to shut it down. I see it's getting too late. But we're going to talk about how Atum is also related to the Sphinx, which is also called Hu in ancient Egyptian. Hu means Sphinx. I'm going to end the lesson there, pick it back up from there. So in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. I'll be right back.